Hey everyone, what is up? This is Guantes Fan EST 2001, and today I'm going to be doing a movie re-review. This is going to be my first movie re-review that I'm going to be doing. I have done this a few times, but I'm going to make this an approved version. So I'm going to be doing a movie re-review on a movie that I already reviewed, and it's on a 2016 movie from Disney and Pixar, which is no other than the 2016 sequel, Finding Dory, the sequel to Finding Nemo from 2003, which I also have on VHS. So, yeah, I decided to review this movie anyways, again, for the second time around, because the rating's been changed. And for those who are watching this, please skip the plot of this video because this movie will contain spoilers. Because this time I'll be reading the whole plot. So, anyways, let's get on to this movie re-review. So, the story of Finding Dory takes place after the events of Finding Nemo, where Dory got separated from her parents, Jenny and Charlie. As a child, as she grows up, Dory attempts to search for them, but gradually forgets them due to their short-term memory loss. Later, she joins the clownfish Marlin looking for Nemo, like they did in the first film. Then 1 year later, after meeting Marlin and Nemo, Dory was living with them in their reef. One day, Dory has a flashback and remembers her parents. She decides to look for them, but her memory problem is an obstacle. She suddenly remembers that they lived at the Jewel of Morro Bay, California, across the ocean when Nemo mentions the name. And Marlin and Nemo accompany Dory on her journey with the help of Crush, their sea turtle friend. They ride through the California current to California. Upon the arrival, they explore a shipwreck full of lost cargo, while Dory accidentally awakens in a giant Hubert squid that pierces them and almost devours Nemo. They manage to trap the squad, and Martin chastises Dory for endangering them. Dory travels to the surface to seek help, where she is captured by staff members from the Marine Life Institute. Dory was placed in quarantine and tagged, where she meets a rude but a meaning seven-legged octopus named Frank. Dory's tag marks her transport to an aquarium in Cleveland, Ohio. Hank, who fears being released back into the ocean, he agrees to help Dory find her parents in exchange for her tag. In one exhibit, Dory encounters her childhood friend Destiny, a nearsighted whale shark who used to communicate Dory through the pipes, and Bailey, a beluga whale who mistakenly believes he lost his ability to echolate. Dory subsequently has flashbacks of life, her parents' struggles to recall details. She finally remembers how she was separated from her parents. She overheard her mother crying one night, left to retrieve a shell to cheer her up, and was pulled away by an undertow current out of the ocean. And of course, Marlin and Nemo attempt to rescue Dory with the help of two lazy California sea lions named Luke and Rudder, a common loon named Becky. They manage to get into the Institute and find her in the pipe system. Our blue tanks tell them that Dory's parents escaped them from the Institute a long time ago to search for her and never came back, leaving Dory to believe that they are dead. Hank retrieves Dory from the tank, accidentally leaving Marlin and Nemo behind. Then he is apprehended by one of the employees and unintentionally drops Dory into the drain, flushing her out into the ocean. While wandering aimlessly, she comes across a tale of shells, remembering that when she was young, her parents had set out a similar trail to help her find her way back home. and she follows it. At the end of the trail, Dory finds an empty brain car with multiple shell trails leading to it. As she turns to leave and her parents lie, they tell her they spent years laying down in the trails for her to follow the hopes that she would eventually find them. Then Marvin, Nemo, and Hank end up in the truck, taking them to various aquatic creatures to Cleveland. Destiny and Bailey escape from their exhibit to help Dory rescue them. Once upon the truck, Dory persuades Hank to return to the sea to her, and together they hijack the truck and drive it over busy highways, creating havoc before crashing into the sea, freeing all the fish, Dory, and along with her parents and her new friends. Returns to the reef with Marvin and Nemo, and Hank begins to adapt a happy lifestyle in the ocean and also becomes the teacher for Nemo's school. So they have to do whatever they can to rest. So Dory has to do whatever she can to rescue her parents before they get lost into another aquarium or to another ocean. And they all lived happily ever after. The end. So that's for the basic plot of Finding Dory. Now, what do I think of this movie? How much I loved and praised about this movie? Oh my God. After hearing back from one of my co-workers, like a couple days back, now I gotta say that Finding Dory from 2016 was such an awesome, fantastic sequel from 2016. And I gotta say, it was just even better than the first. It was kind of even better than the first one, even though that was still an awesome movie and it still remains as a classic. The acting was great. The directing by Andrew Stanton was really great, just like he did with the first one. Albert Brooks and Ellen DeGeneres did such a fantastic job, just like they did with the first one. And Hayden Rollins did a pretty good job playing Nemo in the second one. Alexander Gold did better. Well, if I was to choose from Alexander Gold or Hayden Rollins, I'm going to have to say both of them. And of course, we got new cast members. We got Ed O'Neill, Caitlin Olsen, Ty Burrell, Diane Keaton, Eugene Levy, and of course, Sigourney Weaver, who was also in this movie too. Plus, this movie makes me swim, relax on a float, go in the water big time. And plus, Bailey the Whale was so cute, funny, and charming. One of my favorite characters from Finding Dory. And I gotta agree with my co-workers. It is such an awesome... I gotta agree with my co-workers. They said it was awesome too. Especially one of my best friends even loved this one too. There's some of my best friends who have not seen it yet, but maybe when me and my friend when my friend comes over again, I'm gonna have to watch it with her, because she's never even seen it. And I will try to get my aunt to watch that movie too, because she's never even seen it either. So I'm gonna have to show them that sometime. And see if I can give more hearts, if I can give this movie more hearts than ever. So yeah. And plus in the end, which contains spoilers, it's also great that we got to see William Dafoe play Gil. And Peach, Bubbles, Gargo, and that puppy fish. And the puppy fish. Which was pretty cool. Yeah. I'm sure it was. Yeah, the tank gang from Finding Nemo are probably the best about Finding Nemo too. Well, the first one they appeared at the first one, Tank Gang appeared on the first one, but on Finding Dory, they appear at the end. Which I hope and pray to God that when Finding Marlin comes out, I'm definitely going to go see that for sure. Which is going to be cool and awesome. Yeah, I hope Finding Marlin deserves a theatrical release because it sure will. And maybe we'll get to see Darla again. Maybe we'll get to see Darla to see how old she was. Maybe. Because Darla was one of the goats, was probably one of the goats in this one. And probably the Mind Seagulls, they didn't appear in that sequel. They only appeared in like the first one. And of course, Finding Nemo was one of these movies that we used to quote and watch all the time, along with Finding Dory, which was pretty cool. And also, if I watch this movie even more, it's going to get better with more rewatches, which is great. So overall, Finding Dory from 2016 was awesome and fantastic. Plus, I'm going to give this movie 5 out of 5 stars with the heart because it definitely deserves it. And it also deserves an A+ as well. So if you have not seen Finding Dory yet, go make a splash with this one. You will love it. You will love this one just like the first one. Love it. So anyways, that is it for my movie review on the 2016 movie Finding Dory, which is officially my favorite movie of 2016 as of now, which thank you for watching until next time. This is Glad to Spend EST.2001 saying goodbye everybody, rock and roll. This is Glad to Spend EST.2001. See you later.